أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
कोई कैसे समझ पाए गर्तबा सब्ज़ गुंबद का
صلاة الله سلام الله على यासीन حبيب الله
नजर में जमाले हबीबे खुदा उनकी तस्वीर सीने में मौजूद है
What did Allah say? Tell them, don't say Amana, but say Aslamna. Iman is yet to enter your hearts. You have only accepted Islam.
Come bring your family and friends for this free night of powerfully packed talent on January 13th at 4:30 p.m. at the Baraka Grounds in Chikwanas. For more information, contact Alhikmat office at 325-8276. Food will be on sale, and of course admission is free. See you there, inshallah.
We're praying Salah, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. 1400 years ago he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah, but my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Alhikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator. Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. All praises are due to Allahu, Allah. All praises are due to Allahu, Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you would like to dedicate copies of one of these publications as Sadaqah Jariyah, continuous blessings for your parents or dear ones who have passed away, or fi sabilillah, in the path of Allah, please give us a call so we can place your names on these dedicated publications. You can call us at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit us at www.alhikmat.com.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator of all races. Allahu, 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 Allah.
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orenfield Road, Karapi, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrackport, or call us at 3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bounty Kings, Bounty Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bountykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
But let me take a few questions because of time. Let's take a few questions up in the air, and then they can answer those questions together so we save some time. We get some of your response from the audience. We had one question there. We're going to take about 3 or 4 questions, and I want the panelists to put them together in your mind as you respond so we don't, we can save time actually. Yes, we have a visitor from the United Kingdom here. Oh, it seems as though the British taking the microphone here.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, shalom. My question is to...
Maybe you want to stand so they can see you.
I'm actually from the UK. I'm from Manchester. And I heard your comment saying, oh, the Brexit thing. And I said to myself, I was sat in Australia 2 years ago in Sydney, and I said to myself, if the UK, they go through with this Brexit, I'm one of them that would definitely leave. Because the racism in the UK is just too much. It's up and coming, and it's getting too much for the people, the colored people. My question is, this has been irritating me for a long time. And Donald Trump, he made Jerusalem the capital for the Jewish people. I respect all faiths, and I've actually traveled to Jerusalem, and I saw that there was a lot of peace inside that one city. Jewish people, Christian people, Muslim people, they all got up. And I feel that inshallah, we hope for peace. And what I want to ask is there any chance, is there anything that as Jewish people, as Christian people, and as Muslim people, would or can Jerusalem become the capital for all 3 faiths? And my question is to my dear Rabbi.
All right, so we're going to take a few questions again, Rabbi, before we make you respond to that, because we got to get the deacon and the reverend here. Any other question we have on the floor right now? Yes. That's a hot question, Rabbi, so you can't leave. You got to answer that. We're going to put you up to deal with Trump. Yes, the question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
I tell you this, 20 years ago, when I was admitted in America. I came to the border, and the policeman came out, received the package that I was given from Canada, thick packet like that. So he took it inside, and about 20 minutes he came out back, and he gave it to me the same way I gave him. I didn't know if he opened it or not, but what he told me, he said, "My boy, welcome to the land of milk and honey." I say, "Yeah." And for truth, up to today, I got that milk and honey. But I work hard. Now, I met up with my teacher. That's my teacher. In all religion, there's only two things, good and bad. You choose it. He taught me. Thanks to you, Shafaya. Give me some nice thought when I join up with you. This that's going on here, remember you did it before. Then we used to visit those rabbi places and we used to have coffee. And we did that before. You were the first one to start this interview. Alhamdulillah, you built it so good that I today will see this. But what we need more is more of these people who come out. Put it on the internet. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other question before we pass the microphone over to the panelists? Huh? Okay.
Partly question, Chairman, but let me start by saying I admire the steps taken by you to invite these people and this audience to what is happening here today. I see it as a start of a movement that if we take it seriously, we must each and every one of us act in a way to present to the leadership of this country our loss of faith in the leadership of this country and the stupidness that is going on by our president. Brother Chairman, we must act as individuals first of all, and then collectively, because none of us in this audience seems to be in agreement with what is going on. For me, I don't think Trump won the election, and I don't believe he won it. That is for me. But since he is there, I cannot come to terms with a leader behaving in the way that he's leading. And therefore, to start with, I, on behalf of this audience, if it suits you, call on the leadership of this country, that is the president, to withdraw his remarks against the Muslim community in this world and to apologize, because we all stand together. And let me say, Interfaith, I love it because I was born in Trinidad, and my neighbor on the right is a Christian, and my neighbor on the left is a Hindu, and that kind of thing. So people must respect, each and every one of us must respect each other. But when it comes to the quality of leadership, which is a shame, which people throughout the world is laughing at us in this country because of our leader, we must have the courage to stand up, act individually, first of all, through whatever mechanism we can, and then collectively let the world know that he is there. But let me point out this. Perhaps that leader, Trump, is there for a reason. And the reason I think he is there is for us to open our eyes. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much. We have another question, and Brother Hanif did not tell you he is a former member of parliament of the government of Trinidad and Tobago. That's why he sounds like a politician, right? Yes, the next question, and then we'll come back to the panelists. Yes. I got to apologize on behalf of the rabbi. He did have a previous engagement, and he had really and truly begged and insisted that he get permission to leave at that time. So Yes, the question in the back.
Thank you for allowing me a second question. So I don't want to discount the value of standing up, God knows, and unifying, especially in the face of just being, bullied and discrimination and so forth. But I wonder if you guys can also share just any programs you have, whether now is the right forum or after, where we can also not just stand up, because I feel like when we stand up, other people stand up in defiance as well, and can sometimes be confrontational, but also to reach out, right? So I think of the places that I visited in the last few years, this very remote parts of America, like Central Florida and Mississippi and places like that, where I know if we stand up to them, they're just going to stand up in defiance as well. And I think it's because of they'd say that they're educated, but they're educated in things that we'd say are negative, right? I think it's about knocking on their door and breaking bread with them and showing them love, just the way that you have shown us love today by breaking bread with us, and inviting us here. So if you have any programs like that, because I think while standing up is important, I think if you don't do it, reaching out with love, it can also be dangerous. So if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations on how to better do that, it'd be well received.
Okay, we got two more questions again, and then we're going to pass it over. So you guys got to do some memorizing on these questions. How could we make Jerusalem the capital of all three faiths, have more events like this? And what I will think is that maybe the ushers, if you can make sure everyone sign their name and a number or an email address, that we can keep everyone updated and informed on activities like these, interfaith activities and community services that we keep on doing. Yes, brother.
Hi, everyone. So just to play a bit of devil's advocate, there's like 380 million Americans, and there's like 6 million Muslims. And a lot of Americans have never even met a Muslim in their lives. They don't even know what they look like and who they are, what they do with their lives, etc. So one of the methods of trying to bring a solution to that was going just back to old school, which is religious education on an elementary level, on a middle school level, on a high school level, even a college level. Now, I don't know, perhaps that's a bit of a mountain that we have to climb, because a lot of people just don't want to learn or study religious education at that level. But how can we go about bringing that back into academia, into the curriculum, where we're not already proselytizing to children or to teenagers or whatever, but we are trying to open up their eyes to different cultures and religions, and just to study that. So hopefully, there's a saying, get them when they're young, so hopefully, maybe it's somewhat too late for the older generation, but how can we bring back religious education into the curriculum?
Okay, beautiful. So we have the panelists now that will respond, Deacon, and of course, Reverend White, everyone. You have one more question? Okay, let's get the question. Yeah, could you pass the microphone for her, please? No, take the microphone, because we need to get it recorded so that our viewers worldwide can hear.
My question would be to all of you. Do you guys feel in this day and age with media and the government that we have, are we going to be able to eradicate the problem that we're discussing here today? Media plays a very important part in everything that's going on. With a government that we have and with the media, what we're doing here, how successful is this going to be in the future and right now? And do you guys believe and have the faith within that we will be able to eradicate all of these problems that we're talking about? Thank you.
Okay, so now, Deacon.
There was a reference made to the city of Jerusalem, and I might remind you that it was about 25 years ago that the Vatican proposed that Jerusalem be an international city. That was never acted upon, and so today we see that it's still the subject of violence and discord. I think it's very, very important that we keep all this in proper perspective. We're talking about a man named Trump, a country named the United States, and various particular experiences that we've all had. This has been going on a long time, folks, a long time. It even goes back before the foundation of Islam in the 7th century. It goes back to the very dawn of humanity itself. And so what I'm proposing is that we move in a personal way, that each one of us take from this today a determination in our own heart that everyone we touch, we will try to bring to that person a sense of fairness and justice and equality. But more than that, there must also be, as was mentioned by the gentleman in the front row, there must also be a communal effort. And so what I'm proposing today is that we have representatives from the major religions in South Florida and that we come together. The only way that our government today will be affected is by numbers and by prestige. That's what we need. So, for example, from this small group of, say, 100 or whatever we are, if we could begin to move in a communal sense, to move into the spotlight with a new organization dedicated to justice and to peace, then we've really accomplished something here this morning, in addition to the determination in our own hearts to be better people and to live and look on each other as totally equal people. We have no right to sit back, for to do nothing is to allow injustice to reign. So this I would propose, Sheikh.
Thank you very much, and that gives me the idea that we should do more of this sort of program, because, listen, every little bit counts. This goes on YouTube, it remains on YouTube, on Facebook, on the Alhikmat TV networks. People can Google it at any times. You never can tell where this message can reach and to whom it would reach. So more of these sort of topics and discussions we have already, and I want to thank the deacon for that wonderful idea, and I'm sure we'll get the reverend support and the rabbi, and we have a whole, we had other interfaith leaders who were asking us to come by and be part of the panelists this morning, but because of time, we just couldn't have too many. But what we're going to do, we're going to try to have live recording programs, because a lot of good programs like this go wasted. It's not recorded, it's not aired, people don't have references towards it. So we want to do that on the Alhikmat TV, and we're going to probably have a program like this maybe every month or at least every 3 months here or at the Alhikmat studio and Dawa Center next door, where we have a different setup. And this sort of program with your involvement and different questions and answers can reach really worldwide. Yes, Dr. Grace.
So, these concepts that we're talking about, these issues, these problems are so complex that in 70 minutes isn't going to be solved. I have a proposal, and that is all action words, all verbs that we as individuals, as clergy, and as community can do. Number one, validate. We can validate that we have a system in our country that is racist. Validating that. We have Islamophobia that is happening. Validate that that's happening. Ethnocentrism that's happening. We're like an equal opportunity discrimination, bias country right now. No one really is immune to the harm and the injury that's happening in our systems in this country. So validate that that's happening. And we've heard a lot of validation here today. Communicating. We're doing that. We're communicating. We're listening. We're talking. We're giving our opinions. But we're also communicating and listening, really effectively listening to each other. The police, the community, the government, the community, the clergy, the congregation. Coordinate and collaborate. Coordinating and collaborating, and I totally agree 100% and would be completely willing to come back and do some more work, some more listening to the injuries, listening to how people are feeling discriminated against. and doing something about it through education. And so someone had raised that about this curriculum, religious education curriculum, and requiring that in our colleges, requiring that in our police academies. We have Sacred Journey Interfaith Seminary where we teach people all about the various religions. And they actually come here, our students come to the mosque, and they learn about what is Islam. So education is important, validation, communication, collaboration, and education. And with God's help, nothing is impossible. I believe that.
Thank you very much, Reverend White.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
कोई कैसे समझ पाए गर्तबा सब्ज़ गुंबद का
صلاة الله سلام الله على यासीन حبيب الله
नजर में जमाले हबीबे खुदा उनकी तस्वीर सीने में मौजूद है
What did Allah say? Tell them, don't say Amana, but say Aslamna. Iman is yet to enter your hearts. You have only accepted Islam.
Come bring your family and friends for this free night of powerfully packed talent on January 13th at 4:30 p.m. at the Baraka Grounds in Chikwanas. For more information, contact Alhikmat office at 325-8276. Food will be on sale, and of course admission is free. See you there, inshallah.
We pray in Salah, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet ﷺ. 1400 years ago he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah. But my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Alhikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator. Allah, Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. All praises are due to Allahu, Allah. All praises are due to Allahu, Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you would like to dedicate copies of one of these publications as Sadaqah Jariyah, continuous blessings for your parents or dear ones who have passed away, or fi sabilillah, in the path of Allah, please give us a call so we can place your names on these dedicated publications. You can call us at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit us at www.alhikmat.com.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator of all races. Allahu, 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 Allah.
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orenfield Road, Karapi, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, Heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrack Port. Or call us at 654-3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bouncy Kings, Bouncy Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bouncykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com. Assalamu alaikum. Become an Alhikmat AAA member and get discounts from businesses worldwide. By becoming a member, you will receive a free copy of Alhikmat magazine and other publications, emails on current events, recent videos on Alhikmat TV, YouTube, lectures, interviews, and much more. You can contact Alhikmat services at 954-986-0158 or email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
I don't know if we need more organizations. Do we need to have people rallying around common causes? One of the things that I want to talk to later is how can Emmanuel Temple and the mosque collaborate on doing something that the community can see, two different faith groups doing something for the common good. And then it begins, how can we start dialoguing and not just going into our places of worship without the usual hellos, good morning, good afternoon, but how can we work together to fix some poverty issues with resources? I often, we had a discussion 2 weeks ago at our church on the role of the black church in 21st century. And I often reminded, and we did a live, Facebook Live, as well as on our app, on our website, with several persons. And one of the things I reminded everyone was that the black church was not in lock stock behind the civil rights movement. The Baptist church split over King's social justice agenda. And so you're never going to get everyone together, but that does not mean that things can't get done with a small amount of people who really want to get something done. And so I think it becomes, can we get some people that we don't have to create an organization, which means that we got to have a president, we got to have all of these things, and can we get some people together who want to do something, and then let's do it, and not have bureaucracy and too many barriers that hinders work from being done because it's an organization, and let's create a movement.
Okay, thank you very much. So, it's 12:45, and we had a mark that the program will be a 1-hour session from 11:30 to 12:30. But because I know we had the questions and the topic have been going very interesting, or the various topics, we went on a little 15 minutes more. But if there is any more questions, we could take 1 or 2 questions again, and we will then let the panelists give their few words of a couple of seconds of conclusion remarks, and then, we'll go back for the brunch. It's still time. There's some of you who came late. Some of you probably didn't eat enough before, and I'm sure there are a lot more refreshments in the back. So we have a lot of time. We can go back and socialize and meet, because I think that's one of the problems. We need, in addition to talk, we need to eat and drink and socialize together, so we better understand and know each other. So we're going to take these questions together and have the answers and conclude in this next session. So please stay tuned for a few more minutes again. How many questions? We got another question in the back? One more question? 2 questions? 3 questions? Okay.
I don't have a question necessarily. I'd like to commend all of you very much for organizing this this morning. It's been very informative, and I'm pleased to see as many people as we have. I believe that it's up to us individuals to talk about organizing this and organizing that, and that's possibly going to be successful. But I feel it's up to us to look at each other as my brother and sisters. And I think that's the only way we're going to start this format, is to take it upon ourselves, to look at each other and find the God that's within that person's heart, so that we can relate and truly relate and love that person. And one by one, it's got to be one by one. And we'll make it. We will make it. My brother.
Inshallah, God willing. Thank you very much. Can we have the next question or comment? And you all have been a wonderful audience. That's nice. Thank you very much. Yes, we have one of the youths in town. Could you stand so the panelists can see you?
All right, so, Assalamu alaikum and hello. All right, so in my AP Human Geography class, we're learning about religions, right? And during the class, we were talking about Christianity, Roman Catholics, and Baptist, and is there more? I think there isn't. And so he went to Jerusalem, and there was like this temple for Jesus. And he said something like Catholics were guarding outside the temple, but inside there were Baptist people. Or it was kind of perplexing for him. And he was like, he wanted to know why, but nobody in the class knew. And right now I feel like somebody could help me, like, answer his question.
Okay.
So I could come back to him, be like, yeah, this is why.
Okay, beautiful. So we'll have the panelists ask that question. Yeah. I think that's it. Any more questions? Or we have 2 more questions here again. Yes, the microphone there. Okay. Seems as though the youth's on the floor, so we'd like you to stand.
Good morning. My question to you all is, what is your definition of an ideal society? We all have our different definitions. We all think what a perfect world would be, and of course, none of those would be the same. But I do believe there's some sort of middle ground where everybody, if at least not 1 or 2 ideas, we can all agree that at least this or that should be in our ideal world. So like, if you could sum it up in like 1 or 2 words or a couple words of what you think our ideal world would be and how we can reach that, what would that be?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a question here. So that, I suppose, would be the last question, and then the panelists.
Assalamu alaikum again.
Alaikum.
It's not a question, it's a matter of fact, a support. I just like to support Reverend White. He just mentioned things need to do more and more often. What I say, instead of doing inside, a smaller version, can anyway we can do something together outdoor, bigger number, bigger scale, maybe 1,000 gonna show up there, Hindu, Muslim, Buddha, Christian, all together in one banner, know each other. I mean, there's going to be a more. Nowadays, what we are doing now, only we can see in the internet or whoever present here. But if you do something outdoor in big number, in a big banner, probably it will be more fruitful and it will be easy to know each other. Thank you.
Good, wonderful suggestion, comment. Maybe we probably have an interfaith picnic together and invite everybody to a Sunday afternoon picnic, and the deacon bring members of his church, the reverend brings from her church and services, the reverend here, the rabbi, and families like to socialize like that. Sometimes they think that this is too formal, this is too hardcore, it's talk, and they always like to leave it up to the others to do. And then that way we may be able to bring families and children and families. And because, in my 40 years of this kind of interfaith work, I've realized that a lot of people want to do it, they love to do it, but they always believe others will get it done, and they don't need to be there. And maybe a lot of talk sometimes is good, and we need to have the talk and the ideas and the suggestions, but just the mere fact that kids are playing together, and they're having a barbecue together. In that case, it'll have to be a halal kosher barbecue. And, they play games together. It may bring some of our Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, all these different faiths, families, youths, and kids together. And they will communicate later on and create a bond. And maybe they are the future leaders. Not maybe, yes, they are the future leaders. And maybe that bond will strengthen that sort of togetherness in the country. And I pick that up. What do you guys think about that? And we start with the leaders we have here. We're going to have a picnic together, all right? And bring all the faiths together to a real nice picnic. Not just talk, okay? So let's start with the reverend here, and then we'll conclude.
But we can't call it a picnic.
What will we call it?
We have to call it something else, because picnic is a negative connotation for African Americans.
Oh, truly?
For us.
No problem. You give your suggestion. What do you suggest? You tell me your suggestion.
We African Americans, the term picnic, from a historical perspective, some use that as a term to pick a nigger. And so we try not to use the term picnic.
So we call it a fun day.
Family fun day.
Interfaith family fun day. All right? Keep the name. Interfaith family fun day on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
All right? Sunday afternoon, so we get Muslims, we get Christians, we get Jews. It does not affect any of the Sabbath services, because most of the time is in the afternoon. So we got a name.
I think you had several great questions. The young man, I would need to know a little bit more before I could answer that question from my perspective. I would need to know a little bit more. I think, and I think that's pretty much. I'll let the other panelists take care of the questions.
Beautiful. So you want to just give your closing remarks, a few seconds,
I think,
of what you feel of
I'm excited about being here. I look forward to us having a private dialogue and discussing how we can work together.
Thank you very much. Give the Reverend a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Deacon.
The question was asked, what is an ideal society? And I think we would probably agree that an ideal society is one in which justice and peace and compassion reign. But what we must remember is that this is a journey to an ideal society, one which we may never see, but one to which we are compelled to work. And so I would like to quote for you the following wonderful words: a kind word with forgiveness is better than almsgiving. This comes from the Quran, Surah 2, verse 263. There's so much there on which to build hope in our hearts. And so as we go forth today from here, let us recall, individually we reach out to recognize injustice, the equality of all. And secondly, that we strive to form some kind of organization that will bring pressure on people who should have known better.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. Thank you.
Many great questions, and again, in a few seconds, very difficult to answer those complex questions. An ideal society. First of all, as my guru, Swami Jyotirmayananda, teaches and the Hindu scriptures teach, is that this is a mirage. This is not real. So it's kind of like an ideal world is waking up to the reality that we are God, right? That God is within us, and God is the reality behind the world. And if I can see God in you and know that there is no God but God, that's the ideal world. Now, all of that is great. How do we apply that in practical reality? And so these issues that we're talking about today are they're critical. We must take a stand. We must take action. And so the Darshan Center for Spiritual Evolution commits with the mosque and with continuing our relationship and our partnership to do whatever it takes to put this into action.
Thank you very much. Give the Reverend a round of applause. And you know, we are just wonderfully on schedule. We got 3 minutes to make a 90-minute session. So this was wonderful. We had aimed at 30 minutes. We're just 3 minutes away from 90 minutes, and we'll conclude. But I want to say a special thanks to Reverend Grace, Dr. Grace, Deacon, my good friend here, Deacon Norm, Carol, and Reverend White, and our Rabbi Mark Weiner for being our panelists today on this program, Voice of Interfaith Community Expression. I must say it has been a blessing to be here with you. I really enjoyed your presence, being the audience, being our guest on the show at Darul Uloom in collaboration with Alhikmat TV. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. And one nice thing came out. A lot of these questions and a lot of this sort of interaction, we are going to have what is called an interfaith family fun day. We're going to let you know about it. I'll consult the religious leaders. We'll put a nice day that is most convenient for everybody. I know Sunday afternoon is already the day. We'll choose what date. We'll send a message out to you and to other reverends and pastors and rabbis. And we're going to set up a stage. We're not going to just have a family fun day, eat and play. We'll have a time where we'll get different religious leaders and members of the community. Everyone can get up and talk and give their comments and what it is like to be here. And in that way, we bring congregations together. We bring the communities together, and we make it a bigger and brighter event. And listen, action speaks louder than voice, and that will prevail. And I think that will work fantastic. I want to take this opportunity, of course, to thank each and every one of you. But do remember, we got a prayer in about 30 to 45 minutes. But there are a lot of refreshments in the back, and that's why we set it up at that time. So those of you who came late, or those of you who did eat and would like to eat again and have some refreshments and some snacks in the back, they got a lot. It's going to be sufficient enough for a lunch. You can again go and socialize and meet. We got a half an hour to do that and relax and feel like one family. And we can start the family fun day on this Sunday today, right here. have something, and we talk about it. Come up with your ideas. Send us emails. You got our, take our cards. You got our emails, our phone numbers. Send us suggestions for this day and for the other events like this. So this is not the beginning and the end. We will continue from here and bring other communities together. Thank you very much. You had a comment?
Salam.
Thank you very much. And a round of applause to yourself, to everybody. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Jazakallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
कोई कैसे समझ पाए गर्तबा सब्ज़ गुंबद का
صلاة الله سلام الله على यासीन حبيب الله
नजर में जमाले हबीबे खुदा उनकी तस्वीर सीने में मौजूद है
What did Allah say? Tell them, don't say Amana, but say Aslamna. Iman is yet to enter your hearts. You have only accepted Islam.
Come bring your family and friends for this free night of powerfully packed talent on January 13th at 4:30 p.m. at the Baraka Grounds in Chikwanas. For more information, contact Alhikmat office at 325-8276. Food will be on sale, and of course admission is free. See you there, inshallah.
Alhikmat has been serving the Muslim and non-Muslim communities for the past 30 years through the publishing and distribution of Islamic literature and radio, and also TV programs plus interfaith activities. Due to the demand and many requests of non-Muslims and new Muslims for Islamic literature, we request you to donate generously $1 fi sabilillah in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards distribution of the Holy Quran, Alhikmat TV 24/7 online, Dawah publications, Surah and Zikr books, genealogy of the prophets, feeding and clothing the poor, orphans, and the needy, students seeking to study Islam, printing of Islamic publications, our monthly Muslim magazine, One God, Same Religion Dawah brochures, Quranic Arabic reader with Tajweed for students, and also to support our Dawah activities, you can also contact Al-Hikmat offices at 954-986-0158, at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit our website at www.alhikmat.com. That is www.alhikmat.com. You can also make checks payable to Al-Hikmat Services Incorporated, or you can donate with a credit card on PayPal at www.alhikmat.com. Al-Hikmat TV presents a great way to spread the Sunnah. Have a Sunnah attitude. In the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in chapter 33 verse 21, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, لَقَدْ كَانَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةً حَسَنًا, that ye indeed in the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a beautiful pattern of conduct. Join us for our 100,000 t-shirt drive. For more details or to place an order, contact Al-Hikmat Services at 1-800-804-0267, or you can visit us on our website at www.alhikmattv.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We're praying for that, right? Well, you see brothers and brothers fighting for money and property. Sisters, brothers, fathers, children. Look at our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 1400 years ago, he said, I don't fear that you guys will do shirk, assign partners to Allah. But my fear is you will envy your brother and your sister for worldly things. When they have these worldly accomplishments, you will envy it.
Assalamu alaikum. Allah gives hikmat, wisdom, to whomsoever He wills. And whomsoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. Only the people of understanding will benefit from the reminder. Tune in to Al-Hikmat TV for khutbahs, lectures, and Islamic reminders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Due to the negative propaganda against the Quran and the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it has become imperative upon us to spread the message of the Quran, inshallah. Therefore, Alhikmat kindly requests your support to pledge and sponsor 100,000 Quran drives on CDs. Join us sponsoring Qur'ans on CDs for free distribution fi sabilillah for Muslims and non-Muslims worldwide. You can also sponsor on behalf of family members and relatives that have passed away as Sadaqah Jariyah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wafiq Transport Limited. Contact 715-6463 or 673-0152. Located at 86 Orenfield Road, Karapi, Chima. Services include vacuum, septic services, sock pile, sand gravel, etc., trailers, heavy equipment for sale such as flatbeds, drop decks, container trailers, and lots more.
Southern Hatcheries Limited. Suppliers of both live and processed broiler chickens. Parts available in both tray packs and case bags to suit your needs. Leg and thighs, wings, liver and gizzard. Also suppliers of both live and processed ducks. All meats strictly halal. Visit us at 440 Komodo Road, Barrackport. Or call us at 654-3938 or 361-08.
Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, Ya Habib.
Bouncy Kings, Bouncy Castles presents brand new luxury castles for all events. You can contact us at telephone number 749-4342, or you can also email us at bouncykings1@gmail.com. A-Class Glamour presents to you wholesaling and retailing of premium lines of cosmetics for all skin types, designer jewelry, and many accessories. Brands include ColourPop, Maybelline, Revlon Professional, Urban Decay, Sephora, and many more. To get a hold of these products, you can call Sadiq Khan at 345-5824 or Amira Khan at 759-6089. You can also visit our Facebook page at A-Class Glamour to follow for newly released lines of products.
सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह.
If you'd like to advertise or be a sponsor of this show, please contact Alhikmat office. Telephone number 1954-986-0158 or 1-868-325-8276. Or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Truly he